For over 10,000 years, the Galactic Empire ruled the known universe. A coalition of thousands of alien species, they controlled entire star systems, set the rules of trade, and maintained absolute authority. Their power had never been challenged until humanity arrived. Humans were a strange species. They adapted to extreme conditions faster than any other race. They learned new technologies, built their own versions, and even improved them. They were relentless in battle, unpredictable in diplomacy, and frustratingly creative in problem-solving. At first, the Empire welcomed humans. Their inventions made interstellar trade easier. Their engineers fixed problems that Imperial scientists couldn't, and their mercenaries fought wars with terrifying efficiency. But over time, the Empire grew uneasy. Humans weren't just surviving in the galactic community, they were thriving. The Imperial Council feared what might happen if humans continued to rise. The solution? Ban them. An official decree was passed. Effective immediately, all humans are to be expelled from Imperial territories. No human may own property, conduct business, or interact with galactic citizens. Any ship harboring humans will be seized. Humanity is to be considered a non-citizen species. With this declaration, all human colonies within the Empire were shut down. Human businesses were forced to close. Their trade licenses were revoked. The Council expected humans to beg for forgiveness, to plead for reinstatement. They were wrong. 2. The human response. Instead of collapsing, humanity did something that the Empire failed to predict. They adapted. Humans abandoned Imperial space and built their own trade network beyond the Empire's reach. Without the restrictions of Imperial bureaucracy, human technology advanced faster than ever. They created self-sufficient colonies, developed their own faster-than-light drives, and even established independent diplomatic relations with species that had grown tired of Imperial rule. They weren't just surviving, they were winning. The Empire, of course, refused to acknowledge this. They believed that humans were contained, that they had been pushed back into obscurity. The Council dismissed reports of human expansion, calling them exaggerations or irrelevant developments. It was a mistake they would soon regret. 3. The cracks in the Empire. 5 years after the ban, the Empire faced an unexpected crisis. On one of its core worlds, Viron 7, a massive planetary energy grid failed. Usually, this would be a minor issue, easily fixed by Imperial engineers. Except there was a problem. The energy grid was human-made. Before the ban, humans had supplied many of the Empire's most advanced technologies, power systems, AI logistics, and even starship components. The Empire had relied on them without realizing just how deeply human influence had spread. With no human engineers to repair it, Viron 7's cities fell into darkness. Crops withered, factories shut down. Millions of aliens were left struggling for survival. The problem wasn't limited to Viron 7. Across the Empire, critical infrastructure began failing. Their most advanced ships stopped functioning. Entire communication networks collapsed. The Council had believed they could erase humans from the galaxy and remain unaffected. They had underestimated just how much they needed them. 4. The first confrontation. Desperate to restore order, the Empire sent a diplomatic fleet to the largest independent human colony, New Terra. The Council demanded human engineers return and fix their systems without lifting the ban, of course. The response was simple. You banned us. You can fix it yourselves. The Council was furious. How dare humans refuse an Imperial request? The Empire still saw itself as the ultimate authority in the galaxy. So they made another mistake. They sent a war fleet instead. 1,000 Imperial warships entered human space, broadcasting a final warning. Surrender your colonies and return to the Empire, or be destroyed. The Council believed this would be enough. They thought humans, outnumbered and outgunned, would have no choice but to submit. The fleet never returned. 5. The battle that changed everything. The moment the Imperial fleet crossed into human territory, they were targeted by AI-assisted railguns, firing at speeds the Empire had never seen before. The Empire's ships were larger, stronger, and more heavily armed, but human ships were smarter, faster, and more efficient. Their railbends tore through Imperial hulls like paper. Their stealth technology made them invisible to enemy sensors, and their AI-driven strategies adapted in real time, countering every Imperial move. The battle lasted less than an hour. Every Imperial ship was destroyed. Not a single human vessel was lost. For the first time in history, the Empire realized the truth. They had not weakened humanity. They had set them free. 6. The fall of the Empire. News of the battle spread like wildfire. The mighty Galactic Empire, undefeated for 10,000 years, had just been humiliated by a species they had banned. Civil unrest erupted across the galaxy. Lesser species, long oppressed by Imperial rule, saw a new opportunity. If humans could stand against the Empire, so could they. Revolts began. Entire sectors declared independence. The Empire's power started to crumble. Meanwhile, humanity did not seek conquest. Instead of ruling with an iron fist, they offered a choice. Any planet, species, or colony that wanted freedom would have it, with human support, trade, and protection. Within a decade, the Galactic Empire was nothing more than a broken remnant of its former self. The Emperor was overthrown. The Council was dissolved. Once mighty Imperial warlords now begged for alliances with human leaders. Humanity, once considered an insignificant race, now led the most powerful coalition in the galaxy. 7. The ultimate irony. Years later, a small group of former Imperial officials, now living in exile, gathered in secret. They reflected on the Empire's fall, searching for answers. One of them, an aged senator, finally spoke the truth that none of them had dared to admit before. The biggest mistake we ever made was banning the humans. Epilogue: Humanity's Legacy. With the Empire gone, the galaxy entered a new golden age. Humanity's influence spread, not through conquest, but through innovation, diplomacy, and cooperation. Alien species that had once feared humans now respected them. A common phrase began circulating among the stars, repeated in hushed whispers by those who remembered the old empire. Never bet against humanity. Because when the Galactic Empire banned humans, they thought they had removed a threat. Instead, they had created their greatest rival, the end.